Hi, John. Well, late in the game yesterday, looking at the score, we were able to see Freddie come out of the game, get off of his feet. And Dave Roberts even shared last night that the plan was for him to be down, especially looking ahead to this upcoming road trip. So Dave Roberts, he talked about, again today, just why he chose to have Freddie down, also Max Muncy being down, and having the opportunity to get Tommy Edman back into the lineup.
Yeah, with Freddie, it was more of just kind of, he still feels good. I just think it's just a good day, day game after night game. Got the 3 games in St. Louis and then San Diego to give him a down day, be available late if we need, and then catching my breath right now. Whew. And then with Max, just a day for Max. He'll be available late, potentially. And then getting Tommy back in the lineup, very good, feel good about that.
With him, do you have to keep an eye on anything with that ankle, or you feel kind of moving forward that whether inflammation or kind of soreness has dissipated, he can kind of move forward?
Feel good. I think still being mindful of it, that we don't go backward. But he feels confident, training staff feels confident, and hopefully we can get through today and get him through the series, the next handful of games.
Did Kirby come back when they yesterday?
They did. Both of them came out well, and I think as we look today, there's a good possibility this weekend, both guys being active.
So, of course, for Tommy Edman, he came off that IL from dealing with a right ankle injury. In the last 2 days, it'd been kind of bothering him, just a little bit of soreness in there, some inflammation. But Dave Roberts said yesterday he felt like he was in a really good spot. So for him to be in the lineup today, that is huge. They did have Uri Ruiz as well as James Outman here on the taxi squad, just in case, because Hae-Sung Kim was also dealing with a little bit of some soreness. He took a foul ball off his leg. And so the good news is that he does feel like he's in a good spot as well. So those 2 guys who were here on the taxi squad it sounds like they're going to be good to go home, and the guys who are active and healthy are available to keep playing and push through, guys.
All right, but that's the state of the Dodgers, just in case guys are here in Los Angeles, just in case someone goes down and can't answer the bell. Kirsten, thank you very much. But, well, we don't really love WAR as a statistic. It is hard to quantify. No one really knows how it's figured out. Plus, Baseball Reference Fangraphs compute it very differently. Sometimes, though, it can tell us something like this. These WAR leaders on the Dodgers this season, according to Baseball Reference, Shohei leads the team with a 3 WAR, and look who's in number 2 spot. It's Andy Pages, a 2.6. That is higher than Freddie Freeman and Will Smith at 2.3. Mookie Betts at 1.8. And for what it's worth, Fangraphs have...
Well, I am joined by Petie Montero. And Petie, yesterday you stepped in as the first base coach. And obviously, what a special opportunity. Your family was here to see you in that moment. When you look at just the career that you've had working with this organization, how would you describe just being able to have that moment on the field? I know the game we lost, but ultimately just to have it personally for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a great opportunity for me and obviously my family being here and a lot of my friends being here that were coming to the game just because, working in the minor leagues and, working at first base and some of those other opportunities, I think it was just, something that I was looking forward to when I found out. And, to have that experience at Dodger Stadium, was something I can't really put words to describe. And, it was just an honor to be able to do that, being a hometown kid and doing it for my hometown team.
What was it?
Doing schedules to lineup stuff to positioning cards, all the video you see for coaches on iPads, players on iPads, specific stuff that players and coaches need on their iPads that they use during the game. And then, during the game with my partner, Jonathan Rhimes, we kind of work together hand in hand where we're charting every pitch, cutting video, and then helping out with replay, but also looking at situations where something comes up and we write it down and then pass along to the rest of the coaching staff as, the season goes on or the series goes on, something that we may have saw on our end or something that we might be able to take advantage during the game the next time around.
It's such a tight-knit group. I've literally seen so many different coaches and players have a big smile walking around as we do this interview. Just to have that celebration, that uplifting aspect of this team.
It's brought to you by your Southern California helpful Honda dealers. Ohtani to lead off, and with no Freddie Freeman, the rest of the order looks like this. Betts, Smith, and Tasker Hernandez. Andy Pages hits 5th. Tommy Edmonds back in there at second base with Kike Hernandez at first, Conforto in left, and Miguel Rojas making his 5th start of the year at third base. David Peterson, career high 7 2/3 against the Dodgers a couple weeks ago. Gave up just 2 runs. Part of the best season of his career. 4-2 with a 2.69. His first pitch to Ohtani is a little bit low and ball 1. Yeah, and it all begins with Ohtani, literally and figuratively. The way the Mets have shut down this offense, they've done a good job on Ohtani. He's just 5 for 24 against New York, 10 strikeouts, including 3 of them against Peterson a couple weeks ago. He didn't like that call. It's 1-1. Pitch count not working. This is David Peterson against the Dodgers a couple weeks ago. Bunch of ground balls. He induced 3 double plays in that game.
The sinker and the slider were working very well. The Dodgers didn't hit a whole lot of anything else either. 4-seamer he didn't throw very much of. The curveball, he'll probably avoid that. Maybe use it as a surprise every once in a while. But he was very accurate. And if he gets that low strike like we saw to Ohtani that he disagreed with that was below the zone, he will be very tough to get into the air.
He gives up a lot of hard contact. In fact, some of the hardest contact in the league, but one of the highest ground ball rates in the league as well. Downstairs to Ohtani, it's 2-1. One of the themes with the way they've pitched Ohtani is he's not seen too many fastballs, and he's not been able to find any kind of blueprint, because one guy will pitch him one way, and then the next time he faces him, he pitches him entirely differently.
He has seen a lot of spin, and it doesn't matter if the guy is right-handed or left-handed. The right-handers have gone more down and into his back foot, and the lefties have worked him away like this pitch.
Count goes full on him. Dodgers have dropped 3 of the last 4 after winning the first 2 games of this homestand. 37-25 for the year, leading the Padres by a game in the West. San Diego wrap up a 4-game series with the Giants today. Just underway in San Francisco. No score in the second. Ohtani leading off and striking out. He's now 0 for 4 against Peterson with 4 Ks this year after he owned him in the championship series last year.
Some location right there. The break is not super sharp, but it is perfectly on the corner. The other way it feels sneaky fast is when they hide the ball really well.
So a walk there for Rojas, and back to the top in Ohtani. Dodgers still looking for their first hit against Peterson. Ohtani struck out against Peterson his first time. He's now 5 for 25 with 11 Ks against New York this year, and they've gotten it, to your point earlier, done with just about every different pitch type.
And you can see most of it is down, down, down.
This ball's down on the ground, but it has eyes, and it finds center field for the first hit of this game for the Dodgers. Ohtani with a base hit to center, and they've got him cornered with one away.
This is a seeing eye ground ball. He didn't hit it super hard at all, but he did find a hole. Last night he hit it hard enough to find and make his own hole. But this one is just out of the reach, and it's going to work.
Here he comes. Smith grounds one through the left side, of base hit. 4-2 game as Ohtani scores. 4 consecutive base runners for the Dodgers. And back-to-back run-scoring hits from Betts and Smith. Some of those old demons starting to reveal themselves here, though. It's a bouncing ball to second. On to second one. Acuña's throw to first is late, and a run comes to the back door to make it a 4-3 game.
Here he gets an RBI because he hits it weakly, and that gives him time to get out of the box and scoot down to first base and beat this possible double play.
That's a sight for sore eyes. The Dodgers getting them on and getting them in here.